Who is it?
It's me, Dolly.
Come in.
Good evening, Mr. Peabody.
Hello, Dolly. Hello, my name is Jack Stark. I'm a detective. I'm a private detective. I'm 45 years old. I'm divorced. This is my office, 2244 Laguna Street, San Francisco, California, the USA. Today is Friday.
Good morning, Jack.
Good morning, Nadine.
How are you today?
I'm okay. Well, not really. I'm tired and I'm bored. And you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Good. Then make some coffee.
Where is it?
Here it is. This is Nadine. She's my secretary, my personal secretary. She's 28, and she's not married. She is single.
Oh, hello. Nice to meet you.
Answer the phone, Nadine.
Hello?
Hello, is this Golden Gate Garage?
No, it isn't.
Is this 285-4790?
No, I'm sorry, wrong number.
Who is it?
I don't know. Wrong number.
Wrong number. This is not my day. Come in.
How do you do? My name is Mrs. Peabody. Are you Jack Stark?
Yes, I am. And this is my secretary, Nadine.
How do you do?
Nice to meet you.
Can I help you?
I hope so. It's about my husband.
Sit down, Mrs. Peabody. Nadine, get a chair, please. Would you like a cup of coffee?
Tea, please.
Of course. Nadine, make some tea, please. Now, what's his name, then?
Who?
Your husband.
Patrick. His name's Patrick.
And what's his last name?
Peabody.
Of course. What's your first name?
Priscilla.
Ah, that's a nice name.
Thank you.
Your first name is Priscilla, and your last name is Peabody. How do you spell that, please?
What?
Your last name. How do you spell your last name?
Oh, my surname. Peabody.
Nadine, take some notes. Where are you from, Mrs. Peabody? You have a funny accent.
I'm from England. I'm English.
Is your husband English?
No, he isn't. He's American.
Oh, excuse me. The tea is ready. Here, take this.
Get me the typewriter, Nadine. Let's see, Mrs. Peabody. You're English, you're married, and your husband is American.
You are an excellent detective, Mr. Stark.
Thank you, Mrs. Peabody.
Here it is.
Thanks. Well, Mrs. Peabody, some standard questions. What's your address? Where do you live?
My address is 3751 Sunrise Lane, San Francisco.
What's your phone number?
237-6459.
How old are you? What's your age? I'm sorry. Now, what's your occupation? What do you do? Are you a housewife?
No, I'm not. I'm a fashion designer.
I see. Now, what does your husband do? What's his occupation?
He's a photographer.
First name, Priscilla. Last name, Peabody. Marital status, married. Address, 3751 Sunrise Lane, San Francisco. Phone number, 237-6459. Occupation, fashion designer. Age, husband's name, Patrick. Husband's occupation, photographer.
Would you like some cookies?
Cookies? Oh, biscuits. No, thank you.
Cream?
No, thank you.
Sugar?
Yes, please. Oh, goodness me! I'm sorry.
Well, don't just stand there. Clean it up.
Shop at Dicey's department stores, where women's fashion is our passion.
Now practice.
How do you do?
Nice to meet you.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm okay. And you?
I'm fine, thanks.
And here are the two tones for ABC gum.
Nadine, turn off the radio. Mrs. Peabody, I don't like divorce cases.
This isn't a divorce case, Mr. Stark. I love my husband, and he loves me.
Then why don't you go to the police?
I'm a famous designer, a fashion designer. I don't want the publicity.
Okay, don't worry. Now tell me about your husband's routine. What does he do every day?
Well, he usually gets up at 8 o'clock in the morning.
That's early.
He always has breakfast and reads the newspaper at home.
Then what does he do?
Well, he leaves home at 9 a.m. He arrives at his studio at 9:30. He usually works in his studio until 6 o'clock, but he never arrives late for dinner.
Do you always have dinner together?
Yes, we do. Mr. Stark, I'm worried. Where is he?
We have his camera, his wallet, his keys, and some photographs.
Yeah, but these photos aren't right. There's no picture of me in there.
I know. Be quiet. Hello? Far East Import-Export?
This is Mr. Dicey. Do you have the picture?
No, I don't. But I think his wife has it.
Well, get it. I want the photograph and the negative. You have an hour, Slouch.
Yes, Mr. Dicey. Don't worry. Be happy. Meet me here in an hour. He wants the photograph and the negative in an hour. Now, these are the Peabody's keys. What's their address?
3751 Sunrise Lane.
Classy barrio. Let's go.
Now, one more thing, Mrs. Peabody. Can you describe your husband?
He's handsome, of course.
Of course.
He isn't tall, and he isn't short.
Average height.
Yes, he's average height. He's got brown hair and big brown eyes.
Cute.
Do you have a picture of him?
No, but I have his pictures.
What do you mean?
These are photos of my last fashion show. Patrick sometimes takes pictures at my fashion shows.
Interesting.
And this is his card.
Peabody's photo studio.
Now, excuse me, Mr. Stark. It's late.
Don't worry, Mrs. Peabody. I'll find him.
Goodbye, Mr. Stark.
Goodbye, Mrs. Peabody. Nadine, I have a job for you.
I know. Type these notes.
No, not that. Follow Mrs. Peabody.
Really?
That's right. Some real detective work.
Okay. Thanks, Jack. See you later.
Now practice.
Hi, I'm Dolly. I'm a model. I'm young. I'm thin. I'm beautiful. I have blue eyes.
How do you do? My name is Mr. Dicey. I am the director of Dicey's department stores. I'm rich, I'm famous, and I'm happy.
I get up at 9 o'clock. I take a shower. Then I eat breakfast.
I wake up at 10 o'clock. I have breakfast in bed. I read the newspaper. Now tell me about your husband's routine. What does he do every day?
Well, he gets up at 8 o'clock in the morning.
That's early.
He always has breakfast and reads the newspaper at home.
Then what does he do?
Well, He leaves home at 9 a.m. He arrives at his studio at 9:30. He usually works in his studio until 6 o'clock.
Now, one more thing, Mrs. Peabody. Can you describe your husband?
He's handsome, of course.
Of course.
He isn't tall, and he isn't short.
Average height.
Yes, he's average height. He's got brown hair and big brown eyes.
Cute.
Wow. This is a beautiful house. There are 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. There's an enormous kitchen and a large dining room. What are you doing?
I'm looking for a photograph, remember?
I don't think it's here.
I know.
Now what are you doing?
I'm writing a note to Mrs. Peabody. Let's go.
Hello?
Hello, Jack. This is Nadine. I'm in front of the Peabody's house.
Where's Mrs. Peabody?
She's buying some flowers. Now she's walking up her front steps. She's opening the front door. She's going into her house.
Good work.
What are you doing?
I'm looking at Mr. Peabody's photographs. There are lots of beautiful models in elegant dresses.
Working hard, eh?
Call me later. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh my God!
What's happening? Mrs. Peabody, are you all right?
No, I'm not. What are you doing here? Are you following me?
Yes, I am.
That's lucky. Look at this mess.
What's that?
It's a note.
What does it say?
Urgent. Bring photos of fashion show. Far East import-export. Pier 13. What are you doing?
I'm calling Jack. He's not in the office. He's probably having lunch.
Now what?
We can't wait for him. There's no time. Come on.
Dicey's fall fashion sale starts today. Shop at Dicey's, where women's fashion is our passion.
Oh, my head. Where am I? Who am I?
Are you all right?
I think I'm all right. Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Jack Stark. I'm a private detective. Are you Mr. Peabody?
I don't know.
Can you walk?
I think I can walk. Where are we going?
I'm taking you to my office. Now practice. What's your name?
Dolly.
Are you married?
No, I'm not. I'm single.
How old are you?
I'm 22 years old.
What do you do?
I'm a model.
What are you doing?
I'm reading. Dolly. No, I'm not. I'm single. I'm 22 years old. I'm a model. I'm reading. Eyes, ears, nose, mouth, face, head, arms, hands. Clap your hands. Touch your nose. Touch your ears. Close your eyes. Wow, this is a beautiful house. There are 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. There's an enormous kitchen and a large dining room. What are you doing?
I'm looking for a photograph, remember?
I'm looking at Mr. Peabody's photographs. There are lots of beautiful models in elegant dresses.
This is Pier 13, and that's Far East Import-Export.
I can see that.
You wait here. Dolly, what are you doing here?
I can't tell you, Mrs. Peabody.
Do you have the photos?
No, I don't.
Who has them?
A private detective has them.
Private detective?
That's right, Jack Stark.
Jack Stark? Well, you can call him then.
$10 and 9. 19.
It's a sunny day today.
Hello?
Listen, Mr. Stark, this is Mrs. Peabody. Do you have that roll of film?
Yes, I do. It's your wife.
My wife?
Take it to the Golden Gate Bridge. Meet me there at 1 o'clock. It's urgent. Can you do that?
No problem. I have a surprise for you, Mrs. Peabody.
And I have one for you. Goodbye.
Can't we finish the game?
21. I win. Come with me.
Where are we going?
I want to introduce you to your wife.
Can you see something interesting?
Who are you?
I ask the questions. Come on, inside.
Nadine!
Stop her! I can stop her.
Now you can relax. Give me the knife.
Lovely view. You can see the Golden Gate Bridge from here.
I know you. You're Mr. Dicey of Dicey's Department Stores.
That's right, Mrs. Peabody. Women's fashion is our passion. Now, I want that photograph. Give it to me.
I don't have it. Jack Stark has it. And he's waiting for me on the Golden Gate Bridge right now.
Then he can't save you.
Yes, I can.
Help! I'm going to fall! Thank you, Mr. Stark.
Call me Jack. Now practice. What's your name?
I don't know.
Where are you from?
I don't know.
What's your job? I don't know. Do you work in an office? I don't know. Are you okay? No, I'm not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. No, I'm not.
Lovely view. You can see the Golden Gate Bridge from here.
I know you. You're Mr. Dicey of Dicey's Department Stores.
That's right, Mrs. Peabody. Women's fashion is our passion. Now, I want that photograph. Give it to me.
Now you can relax. Give me the knife.
Great job, Nadine.
Thanks. You arrived just in time.
You obviously didn't wait on the Golden Gate Bridge.
No, I didn't. You telephoned me. I heard the sound of a ship's horn. I looked at my watch. It was exactly 12:30. Then I looked at the newspaper. I read the schedule for ship sailings. Here it is. Friday, October 2nd, 12:30, Pier 13. The Pacific Jewel sailing for Hong Kong.
Smart, Jack.
Where were you last night?
I don't know. I can't remember.
He was in his studio, Mrs. Peabody. Okay, what happened?
I entered Mr. Peabody's studio. I didn't want to, but Slouch wanted some photos.
Shut up. Go on.
He waited outside. Then he came in. He hit Mr. Peabody on the head with his camera. We looked everywhere, but we couldn't find the right photos.
Why did they want the photos?
They didn't want all the photos. They wanted this one.
That's a photo of Dolly.
Dolly and Mr. Dicey and Slouch. Can you see them? What are they doing?
Now I remember. I was at your fashion show last night. I photographed the models.
And I asked you for the roll of film. Do you remember?
Our next model is wearing a lavender dress, a strapless evening gown designed by the famous fashion designer, Mrs. Priscilla Peabody.
That's it. Finished.
Give me the film, dear.
Here you are. See you later. I have some work at the studio.
But what was the money for?
What do we have here?
my dresses.
These are copies of your dresses, Mrs. Peabody. Dolly stole your designs.
I didn't want to.
How much did you pay for them, Mr. Dicey?
Too much, Mr. Peabody.
This was not their day. Crime doesn't pay. Now practice. Slouch is wearing a black hat, a black shirt, and a gray suit. Where were you last night?
Last night? What time?
Where were you at 8 o'clock?
I was at a fashion show.
Were you alone?
No, I wasn't. I was with a friend.
Who were you with?
I was with Slouch. Last night? What time? I was at a fashion show. No, I wasn't. I was with a friend. I was with Slouch.
What happened?
I answered Mr. Peabody's studio. I didn't want to, but Slouch wanted some photos.
Shut up. Great job, Nadine.
Thanks. You arrived just in time.
You obviously didn't wait on the Golden Gate Bridge.
No, I didn't. You telephoned me. I heard the sound of a ship's horn. I looked at my watch. It was exactly 12:30. Then I looked at the newspaper. I read the schedule for ship sailings.
Where were you last night?
I don't know. I can't remember.
He was in his studio, Mrs. Peabody.
But what was the money for?
What do we have here?
Those are my dresses.
These are copies of your dresses, Mrs. Peabody. Dolly stole your designs.